Hey everybody, I have completed every single weapon, maxed out, level 25, took over 100 hours of grinding. I just wanted to throw together my thoughts on weapons and kind of where they live. The regular Liberator, I think, let me change this. Worthless. God, solid, good enough, lacking, weak. I like that a little bit better. The regular Liberator has pretty high ergonomics, 45 capacity. You also get the drum mag eventually. I think for a starting weapon, this is one of the best, but it's also good enough. The STA-52 assault rifle. Right out of the rip, no customization, no leveling. The lib with the drum mag, something good enough. Adjudicator, S tier, God. The Adjudicator is one of the best guns in the game, hands down. Any weapon primary that's medium armor pen is always going to be a solid choice. The armor pen's just massive. Obviously, you have the issue with ammo, with it only having 30 rounds and lower ergonomics and pretty high recoil. But once you get that compensator and the foregrip, it's just a solid weapon. A lot of people complained at not having a drum mag, but I think if it had a drum mag, it would just be the meta for... It would just outshine most guns. I think it needs to be limited. And there's a weird feeling guns have too. When you play with guns a lot, even if the stats say like, oh, it does 90 damage, and it's medium armor pen, you're like, sweet, that sounds awesome, but it doesn't feel like you're killing enemies quickly. This gun just feels like when you shoot at something, it dies pretty quickly. You can take out a few devastators very easily. You can take out a bunch of bugs, illuminate, overseers, whatever. I think it's one of the best guns in the game. Tenderizer. I think it's solid. It's almost S tier. For the light armor pen, kind of sucks. So same problem. You can't get a drum mag for it, but it's like a laser beam, and you can also adjust the RPM. It's a solid light weapon. It's like a laser beam, high damage. I think it's the highest, 105 still. Yep, still 105. Highest damage of any assault rifle. Lib carbine. I want to say that's solid too. That's better than good enough. With the drum mag, this thing does... You're going to hear me say mini stalwart a lot. That just means light armor pen, high rate of fire. I think the carbine's better than that. It has less damage. So much firepower, so quick, just downrange. Like, even if you're shooting something that's medium armor, like an overseer, it just overwhelms them. Solid A, probably the best runner. Lib pen, decent damage. Could be higher, 60 damage. 45 capacity, you can get it up to I think 60 rounds. Thing is like a laser beam, it's medium armor pen. I mean, the medium armor pen alone is what makes this gun. The high volume, the accuracy and stuff like that. But kind of going off what I was saying with the Adjudicator is, even though it's medium armor pen, it's like, I think it's the only medium armor pen gun you can increase the capacity on. It should be crazy, but again, for getting a drum mag for it, grinding that level out, and finally getting it at level 24 of all things, it didn't feel like I was killing stuff like crazy. It felt like the drum mag made it feel like the Adjudicator, just with more rounds. So if you're more prone to missing shots, I would say this is a better choice. But for somebody like me who has high accuracy, the Adjudicator outshines it because it's like a few well-placed shots is better than 20 missed shots, you know? So I'm going to leave it in solid, honestly. I don't think it's a god tier. Lib concussive, this thing is doo-doo. Who is it? Dr. Poop Love? He makes great tier list videos. Yeah, it starts with a drum mag. Yeah, it pushes stuff back really great, but it just doesn't do anything. The time to kill is so low. AR-32 pacifier, I think it's a high B, or I think it's higher than those. Low damage, I think it's the lowest damage at 50. Capacity 40, so low damage, higher rounds, and you also have the stun effect. It is medium armor pen, isn't it? I still think it's good enough. It feels kind of weak, but that I liked it in burst mode and just going like tap 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 tap. You could just burst it. Felt like I could still shred stuff. The time to kill wasn't horrible, but some enemies, like, you felt like you were just mag dumping them and they weren't dead. And that's the worst, is when you shoot a full mag into something and then you're reloading and the thing's still alive. It just feels horrible. I think the diligence is solid. I think it's solid. I think it's slept on a little bit. 165 damage, 25 rounds. It's like a really good assault rifle, just with a lower rate of fire. Light armor pen, doesn't matter. Devastators, you're popping their head. If you hit things accurately with this, and you can still crowd control into making it an ergo build and just really maxing out that ergonomics on it. But I still think it's a solid gun. The Diligence counter sniper. I think this is very strong, 200 damage, less ammo though, 10 less rounds on the Diligence, you get the 15. I like this gun, but in a game like Helldivers, it's like, this is great for picking apart the heavier units. Part of me wants to say this is S tier. It's like got that medium armor pen, it just cracks stuff. It's definitely solid, but where on the solid list is it? This really comes down to preference, I feel like. The carbine, the Lib carbine's better than the Diligence. It's like, well, that's a light assault rifle and this is a medium DMR. I feel like this tier list is just it's gonna need to change a lot. Deadeye, is it right? Deadeye. Crazy damage, 300. You need to have the siege ready armor for the quick reload. The whole animation of like racking it open and loading it up, it takes too long. Too long. But it's strong, it's accurate, it's great. It sucks against the bugs. Like, should that make it because like this is almost impossible to use against the bugs? Should it be way lower? Like, these guns are good against use the bugs. It's great against the bots and the Illuminate. Well, even Illuminate. I'm going based off of all three factions all at once. It's a well-rounded gun. These are well-rounded. You can use all these against every faction as a main weapon. I'll give it a B because of the lacking on the bugs. Constitution. Worthless. Fun gun. Good goof gun. Bayonet's kind of inaccurate, it feels like, compared to the Amendment or like some of the melee weapons. It's just weird. It just feels like when you stab stuff, it just does not hit it properly. But it's strong. It's a nice stab and it ignores armor. The low ammo capacity. I mean, you get 90 on bullets, but it's like you're loading them in one at a time. It's horrible to use against anything. The time to kill is so slow because of the reload. It's still accurate. You can pop Devastators. It's still strong. It's medium armor pen. Just horrible. I really like this amendment. Does 200 damage, 20 rounds, DMR style, and the bayonet on the front. I feel like this is better than the Diligence. What do we got up first? Is that the Pummeler? No, it's not the Pummeler. Sorry, it's hard to see through the visor. That's the Defender. Defender, everything's going to be in solid. I think everything's just going to be there. That's the problem. 80 damage, 45 capacity. You can get a drum mag for it. One-handed. I'll put it down there, low, solid tier. You know something? Good enough. Pummeler, weak. I'm going to put this going to be our first and probably only weak category. And the reason for that is it does okay damage. The time to kill, like it can push stuff back, it can do that. It doesn't push as much. It normally stuns, but some enemies it pushes back. It just feels weak. Like it feels like even with the drum mag, again, the one hand is a huge perk. You know something? I'll put it in lacking. Like I feel like a gun like this should be down in lacking, but it's good enough. It's good enough. S tier. Reprimand. The Pummeler might drop back down to weak, or we'll drop one of the tiers. The Reprimand. 125 damage, 25 capacity. I was playing with this thing during the invasion of Super Earth and into like the lead up to it when they were like encroaching on us. The Reprimand's so good. The lack of ammo, you just gotta hit your shots more. Feeling I was talking about, like that the Adjudicator has, where it just hammers stuff. Like I can shoot down one of the dropships with like a full mag, one of the Stingrays as they're doing a strafing run. It can take out Overseers, like you get a few shots in Overseer's head, pop, it's dead. Or you just mag dump its body, it rips its armor off. It's good against the bugs. The lower ammo can kind of suck in the mag, the 25 rounds. It's definitely god tier. It's almost questionably worth buying that whole war bond just for that gun. The Knight, also S tier. Super Citizen Edition, 70 damage, 90 ergo. The Knight's S tier. The Compensator's the big thing. You get the extra ergonomics. This thing's like a mini stalwart. Laser beam cannon, one-handed, tears everything apart. You can use it with the riot shield. It feels great. I think it's the highest firing gun. I think it's faster than a stalwart. It just feels so satisfying to just mag dump something, and it's just so much oppressive fire, it just kills it. The STA 11 SMG, played with this at a time. Obviously I didn't really level it. It's still a good gun, don't get me wrong. The Punisher, good enough. Standard shotgun, decent damage. Light armor pen. Us earlier divers, we didn't have all these fancy pants guns. We had shotgun and shotgun. That's all we had. And the Punisher, you can't go wrong. It's great against the bugs. Same thing with the Slugger. It was my go-to for bots for a while. I liked it more than the Jar. It was just like, it was accurate. You just had to line up that shot just a little bit and you just poof, poof, and you're just killing Devastators, Cookout, an unfortunate S tier. Good ammo, not really worrying about mags. That's something I didn't really talk about, is ammo conservation. Some of these guns, these S tier guns, you'll have ammo issues, like they're high damage, low capacity style guns. That's high capacity, low damage, but still. You'll burn through these, like that's 5 mags. I think that's 5 or less. The cookout's amazing. It's a Punisher, shell fed. You can just load whenever you need to. You can load while you're shooting. Spray of it. The bullets travel a little slow, but it just sets everything on fire. It's great against the bugs. It's okay against the bots. I mean, fire things are going to be okay against the bots. You want something? Is this good enough against the Illuminate and Terminids? Compensate for its lack against the bots. And it's not like fire's not good against the bots. It's just, I would say, the weakest in some sense. I think it's got to stay up there. I think it's good enough. The halt. I feel like the halt's kind of slept on. I'll give it a low solid. Medium armor pen flechette rounds, and then the stun, they're 2 separate tubes. I mean, the game's got so much detail. Like, if you're actually in first person, you reload the side of the tube you're shooting from. You can empty one tube and switch to the other. I would say it's best probably against the Illuminate. The stun rounds, you shoot a Hulk, not a Hulk, flesh mob, a meatball, whatever you call them. You shoot one of those big fat boys, and it would stun them in place for like 1.5 seconds. And you could just keep shooting them and do whatever else you're doing, type it on the command, calling something in, stun them again. Same thing with Overseer, something with the Seekers, it's good. I think it's slept on. Great against the Illuminate. Okay against the Tyranid. I mean, it's still a shotgun, so it's a medium armor pen shotgun. I think it's better than the Punisher and stuff. It can be in some cases. And then the bots, I was surprised. 2 Berserkers with the shotguns, all of them, the Punisher and the Halt, and like putting it in their stomach and just blowing their upper body off. And it was so satisfying, because if you're used to killing those Berserkers with the chainsaw arms, even with a good gun, you're like magged up in their stomach or their head, just trying to catch them. How much was the Slugger? 290 damage. Whew. No wonder the Slugger's pretty good. No wonder it feels good. Did hearing that damage number change my opinion on the Slugger? I would argue it's better than that. Does that put the Slugger up to... We're getting messy. This is a tough one. Do I think the Slugger's better than the Halt with the information I just learned? I mean, it feels good against the bots. The bugs, it just punches through them. Illuminate, it's not great against the voteless. Yeah, I think I'd bump it up. Yeah, you know something? Slugger earned it. Breaker, 30 damage, 11 pellets. You get the drum mag, extra 15 rounds. Where do I want to put this? This is a really good shotgun. This is solid. I mean, it'll work against the bots. It's best against the Terminids. Squids, it'll still mess up. Is it medium armor pen? No, it's light. I think low solid tier. Is it better than the Halt? The Halt has that stagger effect that the Breaker doesn't, and I think that makes the difference. Staggering and stunning enemies is more significant than you think. Like, it's great that you can mag dump ammo downrange and run out of ammo real quick, even with a drum mag. To shoot them and have them like stagger and stun back, I think just makes the difference. It gives you that breathing room to think. Spray and pray, lacking, lowest lacking. I think the problem with it is just with the Breaker getting a drum mag and the fire incendiary coming up. It's better than you think. It's a lot of damage. It's pretty fun, especially with the upgrades, tightening that full choke, getting that spread down, maybe even dropping the drum mag. Funny enough with the weapon system is a lot of times the guns that don't have the extended mag, or like that don't have the drum mag, are best with a drum mag, and the ones that start with a drum mag are better without a drum mag. It's like an inverse. It's like your end goal with this is to get a short mag, so you have that quick reload. You got like 9 mags, and the reload's so quick you're pretty much never stop shooting, and the ergo is better on it. Yeah, it's lacking. It's definitely lacking. Firebreaker, it's higher than that Breaker. A damn good gun. It's a lot of fire downrange real quick, especially if you, like I said, you drop the drum mag, you get the short mag. I mean, this should be listed as a god tier. It's definitely great. It's just so much fire downrange. I just feel like these other guns are just better. I mean, ammo's pretty lacking. I'm just thinking of playing with it. It's like, it should be higher. I mean, it's like it was like the meta for like 6 months. Yeah, I think it outshines the carbine. I think the lib pen's still more versatile. Yep, there we go. That's a good spot for it. I don't want to put it there, but I think that's what like community would want to be a higher tier gun. Crossbow, immediate god tier. Immediately, it's strong. 270 damage, 5 shots, 8 mags. It's one of the best guns in the game. Some people might argue it's not great against bugs, but as long as you're not missing your shots on top of things, like Predator Stream makes it difficult. Predator Stream with the crossbow kind of does suck. But if you have the right kit, or you're playing the right way, or you're with a good team, that can compensate for it. But I'm kind of viewing these guns as like what is the all-around preferred gun to take, you know. And this even leads into the Eruptor too. Eruptor is definitely S tier. I think actually the crossbow, do these go above those? Ah, boy. Could be my playstyle. I'm tempted to say, like, for versatility reasons, like, these might be better than these, but the fact that you can just shoot into, like, a bug hole or a fabricator, shoot into a ship with these things, you can hurt every unit in the game. I mean, like, the heavy armor pen makes it god tier alone. And then you add, like, massive explosions and shrapnel and projectile damage and knockback, and you buffer it with an armor, you ergo it out. I mean, the Eruptor is just, I would say, is the best gun in the game. Crossbow's right behind it. Same thing. You shoot into a crowd of Devastators and them all going, and then shooting into a Fabricator and it's dead. And you shoot into another Fabricator. I've been like 300 meters out, like lobbing shots into Fabricators. It can't hurt heavy stuff. It can. I mean, it just doesn't have the heavy armor pen like the Eruptor. Yeah, those are going to stay up there. Blitzer, Squid, Bot. It's, yeah, god tier. Above these two. Electrical is like the best in the game. Electrical and fire, a lot of people are aware of how strong it is, but it's still kind of slept on because most people want to rock like the Eruptor or like Lib Pen or something like that, or like a Cookout. But the Blitzer is just stunning, staggering, pushing back, straight health damage, jumping targets. It is just phenomenal. Which one's that? The Scythe? After leveling it, actually, and since it's the only energy gun that has attachments, you know, for like the mag, the Scythe, I love the laser cannon against the bots. The Scythe is like a mini laser cannon, and with the high capacity mag allowing you to shoot like twice as long, it's definitely a great gun. Phenomenal against the bots, okay against the Illumina. I feel like it lacks against the bugs because like there's nothing to push them back, and I don't think it's strong, and time to kill isn't enough. Like, it's not enough volume of fire to suppress them because the bugs swarm you, you know, and flank you. It still sets them on fire and stuff. It's still pretty solid. I want to say it's good enough, but I think it's like the top tier for lacking. The Sickle, I mean, this is a phenomenal gun. The Sickle is going to be energy based, you know, like depending on the planet, obviously, but it's good against the bugs, bots, everything. It's just like an infinite ammo, light armor pen gun. Decent accuracy, you know, like there's no kick, it's fucking lasers, it's just you know. It's pretty high up there. Got the range, but the fire, I mean, I hate that the fire is stronger. I would almost argue that this is better than the Breaker, but I'll put it there. It's like a carbine with infinite ammo. Double-edged Eagle. You know, for the longest time, I didn't play with this gun, and I didn't really like it. And then recently, it was one of the last guns I leveled up. That and the Scorcher were the last two guns I leveled up. You know, well, something, we're going to put them down here then. We're going to do them later. We're not doing any of this side stuff. Jar Dominator. Crazy high damage, mag fed. You want to ergo build it. You want it to be all based around ergonomics. It's strong. The projectiles feel like you're shooting in slow motion. Some people either love or hate this gun. It's medium armor pen. It's really good against the bots. It punches through the bugs. You can kill Overseers, but it's like if the Overseer's flying around, you shoot, you go, poof, and the thing goes, and the bullet just goes past it. Like, it's so slow. But like if something's on you, you just doom, you know, you just wreck it. It's definitely not god tier for some of those factors. Below solid. I think it's like a just below the Punisher. It's explosive too, which there's a lot of mathematics that go into the armor system. Which one's this? The Plasma. It's almost worthless. You know something? It'll be its own weak category. We'll give it that. You know something? No, this can go in there too. I'm not even gonna talk about it. Everybody knows. This God mode. It's good against every faction. A lot of reloading. Some ammo problems. Purifier. I don't know. The Scorcher is definitely solid. I think the Scorcher is the best solid. Yeah, you'll burn through ammo, but you're gonna wreck everything you're shooting. I know some of these guns are broken, but this might be the best gun in the game. Is it better than the Blitzer? I think it's up there. I think it's a battle between these two. I mean, this gun's, the Purifier is amazing. You can shoot, you can charge it up, which is ideal. You can fast fire it. I think it's just a God mode gun. Double-edged sickle. So like I was saying, yeah. These are the last two guns I leveled up besides the new one that came out. This doesn't even have the new gun. They're variable. This thing's out of date. I did all this for nothing. Double-edged sickle. You know, the whole gimmick behind it is the longer you shoot, it goes from light to medium to heavy, and like the medium starts slowly chipping your health, and then the heavy sets you on fire. If you go prone, you don't burst into flames. You bring like flame, reduction armor. I kind of didn't like it at first. I didn't want to build my whole playstyle around like, oh, I got to run like flame armor. After leveling it, this thing's just oppressive. It's like there's so many moments where I am on my last leg, like stimming prone, and I'm just full auto and heavy pen, just shredding everything in front of me. Yeah, I'm catching on fire. Yeah, I'm constantly burning through stims. That's the thing that sucks about it. But it is just so strong. And it's like, oh, there's something big. You're like, ah, you're just screaming on fire, just shooting through everything. It's definitely God tier. Now, the question is, where on God tier is it? Such a unique gun. Infinite ammo. It can overheat quicker, I guess, on hot planets, which is good because then it gives you your heavy armor pen faster. I mean, I almost want to take away points. I don't want to give or take away because it's like, it's a risk reward thing. Slept on. It's a flamethrower. It's got more range than you think. Some of my friends would argue this is God tier because it's like a Bile Titan runs up on you and you just go, and it's like, oh no, there's a charger. And you just change your canister. If you bring the armor with it, you reload even quicker. Just torch stuff. It just doesn't have that range. And again, against the bots, it's like you torch a berserker for a few seconds, it just falls apart. But most bots are shooting at range. I feel like the bot factor, it's phenomenal against the Illuminate. Fire's the best against the Illuminate. It's good against the Terminids. I think it stays in S tier. It's a primary flamethrower. It's just like the Blitzer. If anything, this should go up there, but I think because of the ammo issue and lack of range, even though this range isn't crazy, that stays higher. Just constant shooting. This kind of can set stuff on fire and stagger it, so it's, yeah. And I think that's it. I'm not going to do these. Yeah, I think the Eruptor is hands down the best gun in the game. I mean, that's a personal, there could be a bias there. It's just the heavy armor pen. It's the only gun that heavy armor pens. And it staggers and it explodes and it shrapnels and yeah, it can be goofy and yeah, you can cause problems for yourself. It's still solid. The low ammo, the cocking it after each one, racking it, bolting it, whatever you want to call it, chambering it. It's just one of the best guns in the game. And if it's not your cup of tea, it's not your cup of tea. You're shooting Hulks down with it. You're shooting tripods. You can shoot a charger in the butt with it. You can shoot into a crowd of Devastators and they'll go flying, and it blows up the one you hit. You can shoot into a crowd of bugs and it pops all the little guys, and blows the head off a Brood Commander. You can shoot into a bug nest. You can shoot into a Fabricator. You can shoot a ship with like a few shots and then shoot in the doorway. You don't even have to bring secondary stuff. You can bring all turrets just to cover you while you use the Eruptor to break the ships. That alone just makes it S tier. Bring the armor to make it better. Siege ready to reload it faster, have an extra mag. The Plasma Purifier, again, just God tier. So strong. Charge up, stuns everything, it knocks it, it staggers it. It's like, and then the bots stand there for a second, and then they kind of sit back up, and then you already have another charge shot up, and they're dead. 2-shot and Devastators. Shooting down gunships, shooting down Stingrays, can't beat it. Decent ammo. Crossbow, same thing. Takes a little get used to because you're lobbing those little cross bolts, but once you get it down, it's one-handed. You're running, you can shoot it, you can pop it in a Fabricator. You can shoot a group of bugs, you can shoot a Predator or Stalker in the face. You can shoot a Hulk in the back. You can shoot the Harvesters and their little antenna things, break their shields, it's versatile. Blitzer, shock value, literally just stunning, stagger, pushback, all that. Range would be its weakness, but it just suppresses crap. It just holds things at bay. It's phenomenal against the bugs. Stuns the crap out of the bots if they get up on you. Illuminate, same thing. The Voteless just don't matter. It just jumps through them. It kills them. Complement it with like an Arc backpack or the Arc Thrower, but at that point you'd just be running the Arc Thrower. Double-Edged Eagle, kind of gimmicky, can kind of be like a stim whore, if you will. Almost reliant on some type of armor, whether it's stim or fire armor. But it just tears stuff up. You can't deny it. Adjudicator, one of my favorite assault rifles, I would say is one of the most well-rounded guns in the game. The time to kill feels strong, medium armor pen, low ammo, control your shots, get it under control, put stuff down. Reprimand, same thing. It's that medium, heavy, chunky style, which is what I like. Just put stuff down. You can, oh shit, mag dump something if you need to. You can do controlled burst at range. The Knight, little mini handheld stalwart, speaks for itself. High rate of fire, tons of volume downrange. Cookout, just everything about the Punisher just on fire. The stagger, the ammo, the stun, the fire damage. You can just boof, 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 and reload a few shells, boof, boof, and everything's getting pushed back and on fire. Lacks against the bots a little bit, but again, it's got that stagger, and if you get close enough, it's gonna start staggering some of the bigger units. The Torture, same thing. Just it's flame, weak against the bots, still strong against the bots, but shooting through the fire at bots while getting like tagged by lasers kind of sucks. That's just like one downfall of the fire weapons against them, but it wrecks the voteless, it kills overseers, it kills tripods, it kills chargers, it kills hulks, it kills everything. It's fire. It just goes through it and just destroys it. I don't even think I mentioned this about the plasma. The Punisher plasma. It is a fun gun, but after leveling at 25 levels, it's so weak. It's like you lob shots into a crowd and it all goes and it staggers. And it's like, they're sitting there for a minute. It just doesn't kill them. It just staggers everything. It just keeps pushing it and staggering it. And it's a big AoE stagger. And, I mean, you could be shooting like one of those Scout Striders, little two-legged guys, and you could probably mag dump that thing. And it's just going to stagger it and stagger it and stagger it and stagger it and stagger it. And it just doesn't die. Very annoying. I hope you found this somewhat informative. I'm going to try to edit up as much as I can, shorten it as much as I can. I ramble a lot. I did not type a document up for this. I don't even have a spreadsheet or anything in front of me. I didn't have any system for ranking these things. I just went off of feel. I thought about doing can it take out fabricators? It gets a point. Like, can it kill bug holes? It gets a point. Can it kill medium units? It gets a point. Or, does it suck against the bugs or one or more factions? Remove a point for each faction it's not good against. But I just thought I'd just go by feel. I think this is a solid ranking. Maybe we could change one of these weaks or lackings and rearrange some of this stuff. And a lot of this does come down to preference. But some of these things are just arguably better or the best. A lot of people might say the Lib Pen's S tier. Some people might say the Plasma, the Scorcher is S tier. Even the Sickle or the Diligence, some of these guns, these are good guns, like the Jar. These are all good guns, but I think they're just solid. I think they have some flaws to them or a certain play style, or they just feel a weird way. Like the Jar is good against a lot of things, but it can feel like it sucks sometimes. I don't feel like these guns suck when I play with them. The Lib, same thing. It's like, yeah, it's strong. Yeah, it's medium armor pen. Yeah, high capacity. Yeah, it's a laser beam. But when I'm putting 30 rounds into an Overseer's head, it feels like I'm not killing it. Where it's like I could put 2 Reprimand rounds in there and the thing dies, and I go, wow, that felt satisfying. This might even be enough to ascend to S tier. I think just the low ammo. Whatever. No, we're gonna leave it as is. We're gonna leave it as is. Let sleeping dogs lie. So that's my tier list. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll make some more in-depth tier lists. Maybe I'll do a sidearm or something like that, or melee or throwables, but I certainly will try to improve this format as best I can. Alright, thanks for stopping by.